What's up, Mixed Reaction? So you guys just missed the off-air rap battle between me and Casey. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. I'm with Justin and Casey. It's been a few weeks, but I am excited. How you doing today, Justin?
It's been a while since we could talk about the sports. It's been a while since the Celtics said, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, boys, but it's a good thing that we're back. There's, quite a bit that we missed. Guys, there's a lot of stuff that happened during our hiatus that we're just not gonna have time to cover tonight. But I'm glad that we're back and let's just get it rolling. I won that rap battle, by the way, I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, he
Yeah, you
did.
did.
He
You did.
did. But go, but yeah, no. Before we start, it's nice being back with you guys. And yeah, man, there's been just a lot that's happened during the NBA playoffs. So why don't you just? I'll just go ahead and get us caught up to where we are now. Game one, 2026 NBA Finals. San Antonio is going to be at home. I believe they're a 5.5 point favorite. Knicks in the finals for the first time since '99, where they lost to the Spurs lockout shortened season. Knicks haven't won a title since '73. Spurs haven't won since 2014. I'm just gonna go and kick this over first to Casey. Are you surprised? I'm just gonna ask you a question first. Are you surprised that Oklahoma City isn't here?
Yeah, I mean the way that the playoffs and kind of the whole season unfolded to start with, Oklahoma City was almost a shoo-in to make it to the finals. That was damn near everybody's prediction. Good thing they're not. It looks like the refs swallowed their whistles for game 6 and 7, which was desperately needed. Exposed Oklahoma City for the floppers that they were. Um, as you guys know, I've been saying it. SGA without the foul calls is a mid-tier player, and I think that showed. Although he did have a good game seven, he had a good game seven. I'll give him that. But without the foul calls, he's not going to drive your team to a championship. I think that this is good for the NBA. I'm glad that the
Yeah.
Spurs are here. I'm not happy that the Knicks are here, of course, and I think the Spurs are going to beat them in five.
I think that there was a couple things that happened in that Western Conference Final Series that needs to be addressed. Maybe not starting tonight. Oh, hello, Maple. It's about time. Um,
Maple.
Chet Holmgren, where'd you go, buddy?
All that hype for nothing.
I mean, he looks scared. I mean, you pay the man what 45, $50 million a year, and he goes 1 for 2
With 4 rebounds.
in a game 7.
He
Yeah.
wanted no part of Wembanyama.
Well, name one person who would want to come and win Giannis if you're not Giannis
At
or
least
maybe
take
LeBron
three
or
shots.
Luca.
Like, damn.
No, Justin, I agree, but there's plenty of other players who would have still been more aggressive and put up a
And that's
much
my
better
point. That's my
stat
point.
line
You
than
you
Chet.
put I mean you throw Tatum, Brown, LeBron, Luca, Giannis. Shit, you could put SGA on Wembanyama and he probably would have been better.
Well, I bet Cat goes better than 1 for 2 and 4 rebounds tonight.
Yeah. Is Mitchell Robinson playing tonight?
He is. I heard about a couple hours ago he has been cleared to play. I heard that on one of the New York news
Probably
channels.
playing with the splint on his pinky.
Well,
Yeah, he,
that's kind of where I wanted to start with the Knicks. I mean, they've been off since what was it, May 26th? They've been off for a minute. With the whole Russ versus
They
rest thing.
ran they ran roughshod against the Eastern Conference opponents they had to play.
yeah,
Now
they haven't
game
lost since game two and against Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Yeah. They game one against the Knicks, dude, the Knicks were plus 8,000. And I was like, nah, that would never happen. And they come back from 22 down. And then after that, I mean, Cleveland just gave up. The Spurs aren't going to give up. But we know who has the best player in the series. Or we know who the best player in the series is. It's Wembanyama, and it's not even close. And he's ahead of schedule at this point, man. I mean,
Oh
if
yeah.
he's the first unanimous. He's 22. He was the unanimous defensive. The only reason he wasn't MVP is because we do have really good players like SGA and Yo. We're at a time where the top guys in the league are pretty good.
You know what's scary about the Spurs? Wembanyama's 22, Castle's 21,
Harper's
and
like
Harper's
19.
20.
Oh, 20. Gotcha.
They are the youngest team in the finals by a long shot.
Mm-hmm. But
Now,
Like, we might be watching the birth of a dynasty.
it's definitely possible.
yeah, the Knicks
and
are going to be a dynasty.
I got a question for you.
Shut up.
Assuming the Spurs win,
They will.
maybe this could be this is not going to be the question, but if the Spurs were to win the finals, if you were to pick an MVP that is not Wembanyama, who would you have your pick be?
Castle, probably. Because of everything he's done. I mean,
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, Champagne's hit some. They've all done a lot. I'd probably say Stephon Castle,
It
though.
would have to be Castle for me. It would have to be Castle.
Yeah.
That
No,
whole
I was
team is
thinking
fucking
Castle
good.
as well.
That whole team is good. I don't know, man. I do kind of think that if Boston played them, if Boston had gone past Philly and played the Knicks, I think Boston would have had a good chance. But that's what happens when you lose to Philly. I mean, and the Knicks dominated Philly. I don't think it's gonna be a foregone. Maybe the Spurs do win comfortably, but I don't think it's. I don't see it happening. I think the Knicks are too good. They have two. Anunoby's an all defensive player. They're gonna. I mean, Wembanyama's gonna get his, but Oklahoma City. I mean, Holmgren shot 2 shots in the last game. Cat's gonna stretch their defense a lot more than Holmgren, and he's gonna
Let's
take
be
off
real.
the dribble.
I got the Spurs in 6.
I got Spurs in 5. And Ian, you mentioned the Celtics. We all know. Everybody knows what happened in that series. Boston went up 3-1. They started looking ahead to the next series, and before they knew it, they couldn't get out of their own way.
That's fair.
And I think they mailed it in once Jason Tatum tweaked whatever it was. It's like, okay, forget it. We're done.
But that doesn't matter. We're here. It's the finals. It's still a great watch. Here's the thing. As a fan of basketball, I want this series to be competitive because I want to watch good basketball. But as a Celtics fan who hates the Knicks, I want to see them get torched as well.
Yeah. I want to see Stephen A. Smith cry because the Knicks
Me
got
too.
smashed. Not because they won, but because they got absolutely obliterated.
Maybe it's because you guys are Celtics fans, but I mean, they haven't had nothing in
Good.
years.
So
Good.
what?
I don't want them to.
Maybe it's just that rivalry. I want to see the Knicks win. I think it would be good.
No. Fuck the Knicks.
You know what I was thinking earlier? Because I think the Lakers are going to be really good late next year. We're going to get another late. People think Oklahoma City, San Antonio is going to be a rivalry. I think we're going to get Lakers Spurs a couple of times before LeBron. I think LeBron's going to play 3 more seasons at least.
2.
No way.
At most
Yes.
2. At most 2.
I think next year's his last year. I'm saying it now. I think next year's his last year.
No. LeBron is still like amazing. I think LeBron plays at least 3 more years. The max, I would say 5.
I think he could, like physically. I just don't think he wants to.
Imagine if he's playing with his grandson on his team. That would be some shit. Like
He'd have to be 70 for that.
I'm not putting it past LeBron.
Shut up.
70
so-
years old.
We had a good little NBA segment here, but there's 2 people on this show that their teams made some pretty sizable trades. Now, granted, I think one is in a whole other stratosphere than the other one.
Agreed. Agreed.
But let's start with the still very good trade, and that's going to go to you, Justin, with the Patriots landing A.J. Brown. Where do you think this
least best kept secret?
Where do you think this changes the pecking order in the AFC, if it does at all?
I would have said going into the season, knowing the schedule and knowing before Brown, assuming that Brown wasn't, that the team stayed the same as it was before they landed Brown. So you had Romeo Dobbs as your effective number 1. I would have had the Patriots as a challenge to a 4 seed and maybe a 5th, a close wild card behind the Bills if they didn't get the division.
Mm-hmm.
I still say they'd be a contender. They'd have been a divisional round contender, maybe a conference championship contender. but I would not have had him in a Super Bowl contender conversation. They had lost too much defensively, and they wouldn't have had enough offensively to make up for what they lost, in my opinion. And they still have questions on the offensive line. Now, those questions have been addressed in some regard through the draft. I do like Caleb Lomer. They got out of Utah. And he's looking to be according to all reports, he has been a sponge at training camp. So he's been minicamp. Thank you. So he's developing quite well. There are still questions to be sure, but AJ Brown, in my opinion, gives you another 2 wins. That much of an increase in your offensive weaponry. The difference between your number 1 receiver being Romeo Doubs and to change it to AJ Brown, that's a night and day difference.
Very much so.
That's not throwing any shade at Romeo Doubs. He's a
good receiver.
solid receiver.
He's not a 1.
He would have been a 1 had AJ Brown not been in New England.
No, boy, but Ian's saying he's not a true 1. Like he's not a true number.
He's an upper level 2.
He's not a dude. I was hearing what they were talking about.
He does not have that dog in him to be considered.
No, you said it perfectly, Justin. He's an upper level number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the Patriots have landed Brown where he really wanted to be all along, if you go back and watch the post draft when he was drafted by the Titans by Vrabel, he said he was saying he wanted to be drafted by the Patriots, but Vrabel said, "Well, you're coming to Tennessee."
So you think it gives New England another 2 wins. So I'm assuming what you're thinking is still probably neck and neck in the AFC East with Buffalo, and whoever wins that's going to take the division.
I'm saying that gives them a much better chance of an outright beating Buffalo overall. So I think that moves them potentially from what I pegged the schedule to be a 10-6, 10-7, 11-6, 10-7 win team to maybe a 12-13 win team.
Are you concerned about the Super Bowl hangover?
I will leave that to see how week 1 looks.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say that because if you base just week 1, you guys lost to the Raiders week 1 this past year, and then you made it to the Super Bowl. But
one thing that can't be stressed enough, and this is something that I learned over the last couple weeks since we've been on hiatus. In Drake May's entire career, high school through to NFL, he has never had an offensive coordinator for the same offensive coordinator for 2 straight years. Never.
It's a blessing and a curse. I think ultimately it helps him. It helps him, I think, in the long run, but it doesn't help him be successful in the short term. It'll help him be able to adapt, but he's not gonna. You got to give him something.
It gives him props for his adaptability and versatility.
Yes.
But it also, what can't be understated is the stability it's going to give him.
Yeah, agreed. Fully agreed there. Absolutely. Now, because he's going to truly get to have full reign of the offense.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I fully agree with you there. And if Drake May can build up from his regular season play of a year ago and he can still take those stepping stones, I fully agree. I think New England could be a 11, 12, 13, win team. I can absolutely see that happening.
And people have been giving there have been folks that have been like, oh, the Patriots overpaid for Brown. He's getting older. It's like, yeah, that's true.
He's still a 1.
He's still a legitimate 1. Statistically, he's been a top 5 wide receiver for the last 2 years. Statistically.
Where do you rank the Brown Dobbs wide receiver 1-2 combo? Where do you rank that in the NFL?
Probably top 5.
Yeah, I could see it.
I'd
maybe
say somewhere between 4 and 6. Definitely not top 3 1-2 combos, but
no, because it's not Higgins and Chase or Lamb and Pickens or Jefferson and Addison, but
you could make the argument for somewhere between 4 and 6.
No, I think 5 to 7 because I would definitely still take Adams and Nacua over them as well.
That's true, yeah. Okay, so five, somewhere between five. Even then, 5 and 7. That's not a bad. If those are your time, that mean, and let's not make forget the fact that you still have Hollins, they still have Booty, they still have Douglas, they still have Williams, they still have Chisholm, they still have Hunter Henry. That offensive, I mean, if the offensive line can hold their own, which is a big if, considering last year and definitely considering the playoffs. Give me one team that would want that smoke.
I mean, here's what makes it difficult, right? I agree. I think it's going to be a much, much improved offense. Much improved. Um, I don't know if I see them being above Buffalo right now. I can't,
I mean, I
which
can
is
understand.
crazy.
I mean, the thing with Buffalo is I don't trust the fact that they're now going under a first year head coach again, and the fact that DJ Moore is a cancer in most locker rooms. He has been a cancer in many locker rooms.
Not typically during his first year, though.
True, but it doesn't. But that honeymoon phase is very short lived.
Never had a quarterback like Josh Allen, though, either.
Yeah, you've been saying the same thing about Caleb Williams, though.
Fair. That's fair. I get that.
About
Speaking
what
of
being
Caleb
a
Williams, he's
cancer?
the cover athlete for Madden 27.
Oh yeah, I saw that. My friend sent me one. He was it was a cover, but he had the fucking nails and shit.
First Chicago Bear to be the cover for Madden.
USC is the only school, and they've done it twice to have the cover athlete for Madden and NCAA in the same year. They did it in the year they had Palomalu and Fitzgerald on the cover of Madden 2010, and then who was the cover? Was it Mark
Was it
Sanchez maybe?
was it Leinart and Bush?
Bush was '07 was the cover because '06 was Desmond Howard the first year they introduced the Heisman thing. '05 was Fitzgerald. '03 was Joey Harrington. I don't know why the fuck I remember that.
From Oregon.
'04. Who was the '04? Hold on, give me 1 second.
Eddie George.
No.
Nah,
And
he was
George
already
was
in
in the
the
NFL at that point.
Oh, I was
uh
thinking Madden
For
04.
not
That was Eddie
Jason
George.
White.
oh
Carson
yeah, Jason.
Palmer. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, it was Carson Palmer. I remember seeing that. It's like he's loading up to throw the football.
Okay. Now let's shift gears here, guys. Holy shit, Ian Blackwell. Myles Garrett to the
Miles
Rams.
freaking Garrett.
With
Miles,
all due respect to AJ Brown, this is the trade of this offseason. No question about it.
I don't think the Rams are done either.
Why
we're
are the
not.
Rams always in a win now mode? Always.
I verified that through like 5 different things before I told you guys. Let me make sure it's real.
Okay, so when you posted that in the chat, I was in a spot where I couldn't see any of the attachments. So my thinking, because there were rumors that the Rams were in on Brown, I was like, "Son of a bitch, they got him too, you bastards!" Then I saw it was Garrett. I was like, "Oh, holy shit!"
Yeah, they I was like, no. I mean, honestly, Jared Brunson, baby, first basket. And I used the odds boost. Let's go. But yeah, when I saw it, I think I made a joke about it earlier before we talked about the
Wemby.
Miles Garrett had 23 sacks last year. Jared Verse obviously won Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Rookie of the Year his rookie season last year. Had what 6.5, 7.5 sacks. I was excited to see what he was going to become, but it's Miles Garrett. And on top of that, the first round pick they're going to get in 2027 is going to be at the end of the first round. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I guess they're set at quarterback with Shador. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a quarterback heavy draft. I don't know who's going to be available at the end of the first round because I mean, they're going to get one of the last 2 picks
Well,
in the
the thing
draft.
with Cleveland's picks that they've now stockpiled, they've got enough to even if they're not in the top three, they could trade away to get into the top three.
Yeah, no, sir, and yeah, they've stockpiled. Like you said, Cleveland has so many draft picks. It takes our defense, and then you look at the signing of McDuffie. Maybe we are done. Maybe there's gonna be our two big splashes, but we get McDuffie, we get Miles Garrett, like the best edge rusher in the game. Do we get an Aaron Donald comeback? Who
That's
knows?
what I'm talking about. Is Aaron Donald actually going to come out of retirement for this
No,
shit? Because he
I don't think
probably
so.
No,
could.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. But it
If he
doesn't
does, then
matter.
the NFC better start shitting bricks.
They got the best player in football.
But what I'm saying is, if Aaron Donald comes out of retirement to join that party, the NFC better start shitting bricks.
It's been what two seasons he didn't play.
But he's still. Yeah. If you've seen any of the footage, he was working out with Jared Verse.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, and Jared Verse could barely hang with him. But I mean, I don't know. But I think that's just that's a pipe dream, as they say.
It's a pipe dream. Don't get me wrong. But if it were to happen, oh my god,
we're the Super Bowl favorites. I believe we're plus 550. The next closest, Castle just got fucking hacked. Then they call it. The next closest I believe is Baltimore and Buffalo. I think they're like plus 1100. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl, man. Nobody in the
Don't
NFC.
say that so early.
Yeah, they said the same thing when the Patriots got AJ Brown, Antonio Brown.
He's not He's not Miles Garrett. He hit a dude with a helmet, and they just acted like the shit never happened. Why? Because he's Miles Garrett, and he's amazing at fucking football, and he's my favorite player
now. Yeah, Ian, don't say that so early, man. Anything can happen in the course of NFL season.
I mean, honest to God, if Stafford goes down, you're in trouble. Doesn't matter what you have on defense. If you can't score, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. We're gonna have the best defense in the league.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't have a top two defense potential, but I'm saying don't, like Casey is saying, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Because, for example, if Stafford were to go down for any extended period of time, you've got a rookie.
Yeah, no, I get you, but
to be honest, it's not even just if Stafford goes down. Like, yes, Miles Garrett makes a huge difference, Ian, but think about this. Like, he's been on the Browns his whole career. They've never been anything. Like, yeah, he's probably the best defensive player of this generation for sure. But at the same time, the NFL game right now is so tailored towards the offense that sometimes having a great defensive player at the end of the day isn't going to make all the difference in the world anymore.
That's fair. But I do think, though, his position that he plays, he can make a big impact just coming off the edge like that.
Has Miles Garrett played more than 5 total primetime games in his entire career?
No. You know, everybody plays on. I'm sure he already played just
No.
He probably got thrown in on a Thursday a few times or something. I don't remember the last time I seen the Browns play. Did they already have him when Baker took him to their first win in like 18 games?
Yes.
They already have Miles. Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, but
they had just drafted him the year before.
But here's the thing, like, I think the Rams should be Super Bowl contenders. I think they should be up in the top for favorites for sure. But sitting there saying, oh, they're going to go to the Super Bowl, that's way too early, man. Like, they're not going to go undefeated.
We're going 16-1, mixed reactions.
No.
16-1.
No.
I'll say if everyone stays healthy and it kind of folds out the way that we fully anticipate the season, I'm going to say 14-3.
That's fair. That's a good record. It's a good record.
Really good record. 14-3, 13-4.
We have the best quarterback in the league, though.
Yeah.
You what?
We have the best quarterback in the league.
Excuse me? The only reason he won MVP is because Davante Adams was catching every ball within the last 5 yards. That's the only reason he won the MVP.
Oh, he's better than Mahomes right now.
Are you on crack?
I know how to get him going. No, I mean, as of right now, he's playing the best. I would take, if you ask me who. Okay, that's different because Mahomes is so much younger. But if you said you got to win this season, give me Stafford or give me Dak.
So Stafford's been in the league since 2009.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes has been in the league since 2017. Matthew Stafford just won his first MVP. Mahomes already got one. Matthew Stafford's been to 1 Super Bowl. Mahomes has been to 5. Let's see. Matthew Stafford's won 1 Super Bowl, and Patrick Mahomes has won 3. Matthew Stafford's a great quarterback, Ian, but they're on different stratospheres.
No.
Oh, yes.
What does MVP mean? The most valuable. I get it. Patrick Mahomes. maybe I'm talking in the situation as a Rams fan. The fact that we have so much success with Stafford, I'm just saying if you told me right now, hey, straight up, we're gonna trade Stafford for Holmes, it would depend because obviously that'll be a quarterback of the future. But if I'm saying one game situation, I'd rather have Stafford just because look how good our offense was. Maybe
The
it wouldn't
only
work for
reason
every. He's the
Stafford
best.
won
He's a
the
better
MVP
quarterback
last
for
year is
us.
because he hadn't won it before.
Ian,
Who else would
I'm
have
going to
won
say this to
MVP?
you.
Banks.
If Patrick Mahomes was the quarterback of the
No.
Rams in Sean McVay's offense with that defense, the Rams would have won the Super Bowl.
I mean that's fair. But I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, we still had one of the only reason we is because we had to go on the fucking road, and we still only lost by 5 or whatever it was in the NFC Championship game. Like he had, and we would have destroyed New England in the Super Bowl. We would have
Yes,
absolutely beat the
obviously.
brakes off New England. So
Yes. I'm not saying you wouldn't
I don't
have,
know.
but
It's hard for me. I get what you're saying that Patrick Mahomes, like obviously, like I'm joking around. If we're really just saying who's the better player, yeah, it's Mahomes. But with the team right now, no, I give me Stafford until he retires, and then we can. We're gonna have to do something with Ty Simpson. Maybe he's gonna be something, but maybe he's not. He doesn't have any value yet. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if
He's
he's
as
a
good as
guy.
Taysom Hill right now.
Who's he play for? Saints still?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even think Stafford's top 5.
Stafford may be top 15. I can name at least 14 quarterbacks better than Stafford right now.
Was this because of the anesthesia shit that I took? Like, am I actually hearing this right now?
I don't know if I'd go. I mean, if Justin can, and if that's totally fine. I would say top 8.
Okay, who would you say? Mahomes, Allen, Lamar,
Burrow.
Mahomes,
Burrow.
Allen, Lamar, Burrow. Those are the
Dak.
top 4. That's the
I would have
easiest
Dak
one.
over Stafford.
Who?
Dak.
Yeah, I'd take Dak over Stafford.
Oh hell no!
I'd put Drake
Let's.
over Stafford in terms of ability.
You said who? Sorry.
I'd put Drake over Stafford in terms of the raw ability.
Well, for raw ability, yes, I would too. For right now, not throwing the ball because Stafford's one of the greatest throwers of the football I've ever seen, but just as far as overall other like mobility and everything
Points in
else
the
that's like.
pocket as of right now, I would put May over Stafford any day right now on
I
that.
think Drake has a higher ceiling than Stafford. I mean, we say it a lot. I was have Stafford's dead, but the abilities that Drake has, yeah. I mean, Stafford, he's probably going to go to the Hall of Fame, but I mean, Drake could win multiple Super Bowls, have multiple MVPs. Drake is still 23.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Matthew Stafford's obviously a Hall of Fame quarterback and one of the greatest throwers of the football. If you're just talking about straight up pocket passing, the game has ever seen. Um, but uh, yeah, he lacks in the mobility aspect of it, which does hold him back, especially in today's NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. What did he just sign? A what? Or he has one year. I
He's got
think
like
he
a
has an
$50
option.
million deal to stay for one more year.
Doesn't he have an Oh no, he has right through next year, not this season, but the year after. Right, right.
Correct. Correct.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be exciting. Like the Rams, like you said, I don't know how we're always in win now mode, but I mean, at least when we lose Stafford, we're gonna know we have our defensive centerpiece, and we know who to build around there. So that's definitely reassuring about the Myles Garrett trade. Consider the fact that we're gonna have, like I said, the centerpiece of our defense, and I'm nervous about who's gonna be quarterback. I mean, I'm glad it's not Jimmy G. I'm glad we actually went out and got a
No, you'll
quarterback.
get one. Sean McVay will get a quarterback after
Who's the
Stafford's
number
gone.
one? Oh, Mendoza. I mean, I think Ty Simpson's gonna be a decent pro quarterback. He has some ability. He has a lot of physical gifts. Ty Simpson does. He can chuck that shit
No,
too.
yeah, you guys way overpicked him, but yeah, I think Ty Simpson could eventually become a starter for sure, but drafted him way too early.
About 4 minutes. Who's
It's
got the
been a good,
question?
I say,
Oh,
it's
go ahead.
been a good night back. As far as the question, I don't got nothing. So whoever's got one.
Um, did you guys know that this year's Red Sox team are literally have the worst home record in the entire major leagues?
Yeah, the Red Sox are ass. They're not. They're going to finish in last.
9-20 at home to start the season. That's the worst since 1934.
That's an embarrassment for Fenway. For a historical ballpark like that, that's an embarrassment.
I
That
got
was
I
a
got a
friggin' team.
I got a question.
Sure.
Other than the United States, because I believe that we will win. We're all patriots. What country do you guys think would be cool to see win the World Cup?
Ooh.
I came with the fire on
See,
this
I
one.
want a team that's not expected to win.
Give me Mexico. That's my answer. You know how much it would
I
mean?
want like some country from Africa, like the Ivory Coast
Ivory
or
Coast, yeah.
Cape Verde or
Ghana,
some
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
like a team that like
Ghana.
a city, a country that no one expects to have a shot in hell.
We can't root for England. Oh,
No, like Ivory Coast, Cape Verde, Senegal.
Ghana. Ghana. Is Algeria Africa? No, that's more of.
That's Africa.
Okay. It's considered Africa, but is it
It's Africa.
again, it's Africa. Okay. But yeah, no, I think seeing Mexico win it would be cool. Uh I mean, obviously, you guys hear about those dudes? We got 2 minutes left. They biked. It took them 10 months, 10,500 miles from Argentina to Kansas City.
What?
These
Two guys
Argentinian
biked.
3 guys.
3 guys biked from Argentina to Kansas City.
That is fucking absurd.
It took them 10 months, 10,500 miles. Oh.
It's a Taz deal after that.
And they don't even have tickets.
Jeez.
He said, we just want a picture with. I'm like, damn, I sent the email. No,
That's
it's really
dedication.
cool.
You
Like,
could have flown for half that.
All right. Hey, so we don't get cut off, boys. What's our final words?
Oh, fuck Philly for one.
Fuck Philly.
And I think the New Yorkers need a towel. It's gonna be bad.
Speaking of New York, I'm going there at the end of the month.
Tell Maple I said hi. Good
Don't
night,
forget to
y'all.
bring a towel.
Oh.
All right, mixed reactions. We out.
we out. Let me figure out how to stop recording. What the fuck? Good night, everybody.